So we're going to let this foreign chemist tell you why you can't use the law to fight the system. Now, many of you may be thinking that, well, Daku, he's from New Zealand or wherever the hell he's from. The laws are different where I'm from. Well, studying universal truth, it don't matter where you're from. People are people. And one thing we know is that people will always find a way to get around the law, get around the rules, to do what they want to do. Lao Tzu told us in the Tao 2,500 years ago that the more strict the rules, the more harsh the laws, the more sophisticated the people. The people will always find a way to get around the damn rules, to get around the law. If you just look at the fact that in America you have all types of equal employment, equal opportunity laws. But black male unemployment is the same or worse than it was in the 70s. Now, we're not even going to get into the fact that you shouldn't even be working for the cracker anyway, or any of these other groups. That if you had your own nation, you'd be working in the interest of your own nation. We're not going to get into the fact that your working is helping to sustain and maintain the system of racism, white supremacy. We're not getting into that fact right now. We're just going to listen to this chemist tell us why you cannot use the law to fight the system. If you do, you'll be fighting an uphill battle.
EP began reporting adverse effects, including psychosis, kidney damage, and seizure. In 2008, the New Zealand government banned the drug. In the face of a direct ban, designer drug manufacturers couldn't use the not for human consumption labeling to avoid prosecution. So they hit upon a new tactic. Go back to the lab and tweak the formula.
There are new compounds being produced all the time. The drug chemist can produce 10 or 20 new drugs every day. And so they're always going to move faster than a lawmaker. Once there's a law that says this molecule's illegal, then you can just change it a tiny bit. It's not illegal anymore.
So began a cat and mouse game. The law banning, the chemists tweaking in response.
So it just doesn't happen with drugs. This happens with everything. With all the toxins that the goddamn white man's trying to keep you sick with. He ain't trying to kill you necessarily. If he kills you, he can't make his money. He can't maintain his wealth. But he got to keep you sick. Because the medical industry, why it's a goddamn industry, is lucrative. So they're not trying to cure you. They're trying to keep you sick. So they're always changing. As you change the law, they change the ways in which they get around the law. You see it with this fight for organic labeling. With the fight for organic labeling. How many years did it take to get the label on the bottle? And people say, well, you got to respect the label because people fought for it for so long. These are people that don't understand criminal activity. The criminals are always going to find a way to get around the universal law. Okay? People that are criminal on a universal scale are going to find a way to get around universal law. They're going to try anyway. So we just wanted to share with you why you can't use this law to fight against the system. And if you do, you'll be fighting a steep uphill battle.